Today we're going to be reacting to Nintendo Direct January 9th, 2020. Main reason I did this is because, it was like 9:30 in my region and I had to go to work. And I purposely shut myself out of media, Facebook, whatever, so I could have this time to react with you guys. So we're going to get this started here in a minute. Because of me not actually, because my time's kind of limited when I record. I can't really record this and both the new episode of Pokemon Shield, so I apologize, but you're going to have to just bear with me until, I think probably until Sunday. So here we go. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I have the volume set up on this right. Damn remote. Sorry about that. Turn it down to 12. And here we go. Oops. Nope.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast, I'd like to touch on two topics. Let's get started with the first topic. Have a look at the following footage.
I would not be surprised if they started adding more Pokemon to Pokemon Sword and Shield because everyone's griping. Oh. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be available on eShop. Please. I love this. Oh! They're releasing new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh! Yes!
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Rescue Team DX.
Nice. I like the hand-drawn art style. Kind of makes me think of it must be a remake of the original Mystery Dungeon. I like the art style. I do. Kind of reminds me of how do you say it? Kind of reminds me of kind of like Pokemon games. This. Was it a Pokemon game? No, it kind of reminds me of how
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Rescue Team DX.
Link to the Past was when they first released it. Oh, I'm going to love that.
It's been about 15 years since Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan.
I had Blue Rescue Team, but
now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6, 2020.
March 6.
What's more, we'll release a demo version on Nintendo eShop, available later today.
I might do the demo on my channel. If I like
You'll be able to carry over your save data to the full version
of
of the game once
That sounds
purchased.
amazing.
So please take this opportunity to get a sample of the fun. Now, for the other topic.
Hang on a second. Pause that for a second. I also want to bring this up that, in case you guys did not know, there's a popular game store called GameStop going that's been around for a while. They're currently closing down because people are buying digital copies of games. Not gonna understand buying digital copy games of like indie games and smaller games that cost like under $20 like Cuphead. But you want my honest opinion on this is that I think that people, if you want to buy a full-fledged game that's $60, I would highly recommend that you go out and get the physical copy. Yes, they're a lot easier to lose than digital. Actually, they're almost impossible to lose when they're digital. But doing this way, you also save memory on your Switch. And it's going to stop those companies from GameStop and other game places from going out of business, like, really quick. Because it's happening here. I mean, we lost one game store, and then we lost a GameStop down I think they were closed on about 20 miles away from each other. Thought I'd just bring that up because that's kind of an important subject, I believe, for today's gaming.
I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you. Mr. Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
What else we got here?
Hello everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Omori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series,
We're gonna add some more
Pokemon
Pokemon,
Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
I love the max raid battles. Curry,
And the Galar region is a vast one.
But it was pretty fun.
We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. Downloadable expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
DLC, downloadable content.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games, such as Pokemon Platinum version
Wait, so
or
that means we have to
Pokemon
pay for
Ultra
DLC?
Sun
Well, I
and
don't get it because
Pokemon
we pay
Ultra
for the game
Moon.
in general. Because a lot of free DLC, that'd be
This
awesome.
expansion pass will be different from those games. You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
Okay.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you.
Here we go, boys and girls, ladies and gents.
Please have a look.
Rain Slowpoke? New gear. Roll trainers. New hairstyle. Auto accessory. Bike upgrades. Leader. 2 leaders. I was right there after the airplane. Max. Third Max. Isle of Armor. More accessories, food, and projects. Are you able to cook all 3 in one game? What do you mean? Those are things. That. Argues that was more just very connected. Isn't there? Town of Thundara, or Tundra. Part 1 and Part 2. Not actual gameplay footage. What we got here, is it just gonna be the trailer for it, or what are you? Whoa. Legendary maybe my favorite, the third director I've ever come across. You did a really good job with the animation stuff, too.
What did you think of this first look? The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020, and the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
So about 6 months apart.
If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released. Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are 2 versions of the Expansion Pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different people and places. We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
To be honest with you, with the way I'm
Now,
doing
without
right
further
now, I
ado,
wouldn't
let's
mind
have the
paying
director
extra
himself
for it.
present
It's
more
not
information on the
$60
Isle of
for it.
Armor and the
If
Crown
it's just an
Tundra.
expansion, I can't imagine it costing
Mr.
that much
Tani?
if there was a price to it.
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak. So today, we'd like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas.
All right, here we go.
Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of Armor. This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too. There's a dojo for Pokemon battles on this island. And you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it. This is Mustard, who will become your mentor. He's also the mentor of Champion
God,
Leon,
yeah, it became
who you
Mustard?
probably know quite well. In
You guys give me
fact,
something
Mustard
else in
has
their
occupied
language
the
with
seat of
Mustard.
champion himself in the
come on.
past. You'll
Please
also
tell me
encounter
the guy
new
who's
rivals
next
among
one
your
is
fellow
called
apprentices.
Ketchup.
When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user.
Huh.
They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own.
Psychic, huh? I do like Psychic more than I like Poison.
Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story. Cubfu. It's a fighting-type Pokemon that strives to become stronger with single-minded dedication. As you
it's
progress
Machop.
through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon. Once you complete your training together with Cubfu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu. Urshifu is a Pokemon with 2 distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes.
I like that one.
What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form. Each style will have a different appearance,
that's what that
as well as a
Pokemon has.
different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these 2 styles, Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style, during your adventure. Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its 2 styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
Huh.
We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon, final evolutions of the first 3 Pokemon you team up with in the Galar region. During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax.
Gigamax.
You can look forward to
Gigantamax,
seeing their
Gigamax,
new
whatever, how you
forms and
call it.
new G-Max moves. And as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun as possible. There are new fashion items, and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike.
Wow.
We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area, which has a theme of exploration. I'm going to show you the information we have at the moment.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration, there will be plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong. A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokemon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure.
Oh, that was a legendary
Legends
Pokemon.
say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of Calyrex. The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well. This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist underground in the Crown Tundra.
So, basically another Pokemon mystery.
Deep
dungeon.
inside the dens,
funny.
you may see legendary Pokemon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes. You'll be able to meet and make allies of all kinds of legendary Pokemon during your adventures in the Crown Tundra, including ones you'll be able to catch through this co-op play. It also appears that some brand new legendary Pokemon are also waiting to be found somewhere in this land.
Those got to be the three legendary.
And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be added. Plus, there will be new battles waiting for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. We can't go into the details of everything, but we're working on planning and developing new ways to enjoy Pokemon even as we speak. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves are actually two key examples of the things we're working on. Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar region, where players are able to move around freely and control the camera. Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region. There's more to see and do on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra than there was even in the wild area. We'll bring you more information about them in future news reports, so please stay tuned.
I didn't expect there to be a lot about the Crown Tundra. That's a long ways off. That's like almost 12 months away.
What did you think?
Like 10 months.
We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Anything else?
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas,
so they're gonna
and you can
more
add to
and
your
more
team,
Pokemon.
including the legendary
Freaking
Pokemon
annoying.
mentioned before.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra through other means, such as trading. Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud service Pokemon Home, as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion packs. Pokemon Home is planned to launch in February 2020.
A birth month. Be on the 12th.
We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit longer.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild area. Face these powerful Pokemon
Lapras.
with your
Lapras
friends.
is my favorite water type.
There will also be a software update going live available later today. Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station.
Before this
In
started.
Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra. Don't forget to check it out.
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going forward. We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
This is very exciting.
Stay tuned for more
I was
updates in the
expecting
future.
the expansion to Pokemon. I was expecting expansion passes.
My thanks to
for
everyone
Pokemon
from
Sword
Game
Shield.
Freak.
But I'm actually
Pokemon
very
Sword
surprised to say
expansion
that
pass and Pokemon Shield
there's no
expansion
Pokemon
pass,
Mystery
which
Game
contains
well,
both
maybe
the
not
Isle of
new
Armor
in
and
the sense,
Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo
okay, so
eShop later today.
it's $30. It's half what it is, and I'm guessing that's for both.
You'll also
just
be able
one?
to access Nintendo eShop directly from the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield menu once you install the latest update for
All
your
right,
game.
so it looks like
As a special purchase bonus, we've also
see what's
prepared some
today.
clothing items
in
that
February.
can
I'm
use
gonna
starting
have to
today.
get the money together to pre-purchase the expansion pass. for
Pokemon
it.
will continue to try new things in 2020.
I
to
hope
bring
this is
fun
good,
and
not like a
joy to
cash grab
people
like normally
around
do.
the world.
If you guys like this, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in.
I want to thank everyone for joining me today. And this looks absolutely amazing. I love the Pokemon Master Dungeon, and I love to share some experiences with you guys. This is Pokemon Fan 1993. I will see you guys on most likely Sunday, 2 or 3 days from now, to play more Pokemon Shield. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.